Alright, so it's really early in the morning for me. I'm going to have the camera on, but I'm really tired, so I didn't expect to actually ever make this video anytime soon. Kind of waiting for this to actually talk about it. I know a lot of people are mentioning in my comment sections and stuff, but it's just like I don't really want to comment on it until it's official because it's like I'm tired of seeing all the because my Discord's already like I had to like quell that because like there's so many people talking about it all the time and it's like enjoy the game while it still lasts because something like this is probably gonna happen eventually. I didn't say that, but I'm just like I would like to say that, but you know. Anyways, well, the day is upon us. Well, one of the days are upon us. Closing in. It's like the Zelda game with the big thing coming down, and it's coming down very slowly onto us. It is happening. End of service is surprisingly happening. Not, I guess, surprisingly or not surprisingly, depending on if you've been not really aware of it at all or anything like that. There are people who actually are surprised on my Discord that's happening, but yep, it's happening. So, I mean, you could say it was obvious because of the Esther's how strong she is, but that could have been anything. But now we know for sure that Esther is basically the farewell character, and so there's gonna be a lot of things that will be happening in the game for us for the meantime, and then I'll try and read, but my reading at 4 o'clock in the morning probably isn't the best for me, but let's just go with it. So, we regret to announce that we've made the difficult decision to discontinue FFBE app service as of October 30th. It's not October 30th just yet. From the FFBE development team, we apologize for the difficult decision, but we are sincerely grateful for the support we've received from our players. And I'm very grateful for the people who follow my channel for FFBE all these years. I've been doing this for a very long time. I know I'm not the biggest channel, I'm not the most popular channel, but I was a channel for FFBE. I'll say that much. I can say that. I was in there. I was making content. Most of my content probably, if you saw, I was mostly excited about the 5 to 7 star era. You saw there was a lot of videos back then doing showcases and stuff. That's where I was the most excited. You can tell it kind of dwindled down a little bit when it came down to the New Vision stuff because it's just like there's so much stuff going on with that. Not as exciting, but I still made content for that, as you guys knew and saw and watched. Appreciate you for all these years. I'm looking in the camera. 4 o'clock in the morning, by the way. I really do appreciate everybody who's staying around. I am making other content that is not FFBE. I know it's not going to be the most popular, but I'm still going to stick around for a little bit, you know, so I'll still be here. I'll probably do other stuff. Maybe I'll pick up a different game, I don't know. But JP has not announced anything, so there's that at least. If you want to play JP, before I even read the rest of the stuff, if you still want to play FFB, you want to play JP, you know if you can't read it really. That seems to be the biggest fear for most people, that they can't read it. But if you like, for me, I don't know Japanese at all. To break the illusion that people think that I know Japanese, I do not. But I know the UI for playing for years in global, so it's just like I'm moving over. There's some things I have to look up sometimes. Sometimes I have to ask on my Discord because there's people who actually know Japanese on my Discord. So make sure to join the Discord if you want to transfer over to JP. And I think I have 2 videos. 1 or 2 videos depending if you have a PC. Easily swap over to JP and start a new account. 9th anniversary is coming very soon, so it'll probably be a good time to jump right over and start an account, even if you want to play casually. And ask, you know, you can join the Discord and ask around what does this mean, what does this mean, you know, stuff like that. If you need translations, but the UI is basically the same. So FFB's not going away just yet because they wouldn't be doing a 9th anniversary and releasing a 5th season of the story. Yes, 5th season of the story if the game was closing down on the JP side. So yes, global is closing down, and it is ultra sad for me. But JP is still there, so you kind of like, you still have one hand holding the cliff. The cliff hasn't broken off just yet. it's broken off on this side. You're falling out. You're almost falling down, but you still have one hand up if you want to play the JP side. Just saying, that is an option for you guys if you still love this game. Anyways, since FFBE's launch in 2016, we have strived to provide an incredible, enjoyable gaming experience. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Enjoyable experience that our players every day could exceed the day before. However, they've come to the conclusion that it would be difficult to continue maintaining the app experience, and therefore the end the app experience or service. Energy approach to end the app service. Please be aware of the following: you probably shouldn't have been spending money anyways, so all these things are ending. And so yeah, we hope to continue playing FFBE until the ends, or if you joined the JP side. And yeah, now strangely for some reason there's like a Korean thing at the end here or whatever. It's probably something like legal that they have to put or something, I guess. I don't know. Not gonna read that because I'm not Korean, so I don't care. I'm not Korean. If you're Korean, then you obviously care about whatever that says. Anyways, Global honestly was really hit or miss sometimes. Their development team was fine, but the people who managed the Global side didn't know what they were doing. I would say like 90% of the time. There were things that were skipped. Even before like the signs were there, they were skipping like even in the 5-star, 7-star era, they were skipping things that people wanted. Even in the early 5-star era, remember 4-star Warrior of Light's upgrades, like his awakenings, they held off on those for so long. Yes, I still remember those things. They held off on a lot of upgrades just because they wanted to push this other stuff. Whereas JP just pushed it out anyways. They don't care. Why couldn't they have had the same philosophy of just pushing it out? Who cares? Let them enjoy it. JP has always been, at least when they were making more and more upgrades and enhancements and stuff, they just put them out. Let them enjoy the older units. They're not gonna be always better than the new stuff. So just what's the harm in letting them have that? Whereas Global is always pinching and saying, you know, we can't let them have that too early, or you know, just give them to them a lot later, so then it doesn't mean anything. That was always their thing, and it's pretty obvious at this point. You can go back and look at point A, point B, point C, point D, E, F, all these units and things that were skipped, or things that were released way later than they needed to be, and then they became irrelevant. It was the game. A game is supposed to be having fun. I understand that this was a business, but it's a business based on a game, and a game is supposed to be fun, and it's not fun if you release a crown upgrade for a character like 6 months later, as an example, for a character that would have been really great to have at that point in time when it came out, when it should have come out in the timeline. So I know I'm speaking negatively in a video that I should be positive about, uplifting about, but there were things that that's one of their own, plights and one of their own downfalls. I feel like a lot of people left this game because they skipped a lot of stuff. And they skipped a lot of content that people wanted. I got that all the time in my I got some DMs, I got some messages in my Discord, in my comment sections, saying, I'm just done. I'm done playing this game because they're skipping everything. And that was like even years ago. They skipped this or that. I'm just done with it. That's completely fair and reasonable. So positives. We all came together to play this game together. We wouldn't have found each other. I wouldn't have made this channel if it wasn't for Brave Exvius. Originally, I made this channel to try and challenge myself with my disability. As you can tell, my voice isn't really a normal voice. It's not a normal YouTuber voice. I'm never going to have a YouTuber voice. It's impossible. It's like trying to regrow an arm. It's not possible. I'm not Piccolo. Anyways, yeah, if this wasn't for this game, I wouldn't have made this channel. If it wasn't for this game, a lot of you guys wouldn't have met each other, become friends with people, stuff like that. People like gain close friends because of games sometimes, and just think about it. You wouldn't have joined a Discord, not mine. If you haven't joined mine, join it, by the way. You wouldn't have joined another Discord and made friends with a bunch of people and talked about the game for hours, you know, stuff like that, and you wouldn't have done this or that. So this game does have a lot of positives, mostly the game aspect. I really love the game. I did not like how the game was being run by the development team slash people upstairs, you know, big wig things. They're always talking about money. They were thinking about money, but they should have been talking about enjoyment of the game and the players. Because when the game is enjoyable and fun, the money should follow. That's kind of how it should be. But it was always about, we can't let them have this, we can't let them have that. So that's just a reality of the things that happen in this game on the global side. Whereas on the JP side, they were like IDGAF. Just give them anything they want. just give them all the upgrades up front. Don't hold them back, and just let them enjoy, because the new character is probably better anyways. And they're probably gonna pull for the new character and enjoy it with the older character. You know, just think if both sides had that kind of philosophy where they just made upgrades and gave them at the time that they should have been come out, and they didn't skip stuff. Imagine we may have been in a different timeline. There could be a different timeline. Another parallel universe, maybe another universe where FFBE is the most popular gacha game of all time. Millions of people are still playing it in the year 2020, you know, 2026, 2027. People are still playing. They're not skipping anything. They're doing everything the players want, you know, stuff like that. That could be happening. So you can think about that if you believe in parallel universes and stuff. But we're in this timeline, unfortunately, and the timeline is the end of service. So there have been multiple Final Fantasy deaths this year and last year. Opera Omnia, back a little bit, Record Keeper, and now Brave Exvius. I believe there was one other one. There's another Square Enix one. I forgot what it was already. I think it was like a Final Fantasy 7 game or something. I think it died so soon. So that was another one. So yeah, if you want to stay in touch, make sure to join the Discord. The link is still viable on the screen as you're seeing it. If you want to play the JP side, like I said, JP side hasn't made any notices at all, and they're, like I said, they're making an anniversary and season 5, and they would not be doing those if the game was closing. They would probably be doing a similar announcement in a few days or something like that, but they're not slowing down. They're still putting out events, and there's gonna be a new side story of the anniversary, just like how they did for the 7th and 8th anniversaries, where they made like a side story. They're making another one, and I didn't make a video for that because I'm just kind of waiting for everything to come out instead. But yep, sad story, sad news that the game is closing on the global side. So leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm sure a lot of people that don't play the game anymore will be commenting down below. Some familiar faces from years ago, I might see you back in the comment section. It would be nice to see you. Make sure to spread this video around for people who are still not aware for some reason. But I'm pretty sure everybody at this point has read this. Even though it's 4 o'clock in the morning, most of you guys probably saw this. So, and throughout the day, of course. Well, that's going to be it. I don't want to spend too much time. I don't want to make this like a 20-minute video, even though it kind of deserves to be. There really isn't much. Oh, there is one more thing to talk about. If you do care about Season 4, the rest of it will be in a video, apparently. So, as a result of the remaining Season 4 of The Dawn of Livonia, the main story following the final in-game release on Chapter 13, Part 1 will be made available to watch in video format. So weird. You have to... The players choose to watch and finish out the story with us. The story videos will be released one at a time on the official YouTube channel. So they're trying to squeeze as much monetization as possible of the story, whatever. Please keep an eye on the official, whatever, upload times. The game is only possible due to the love and investment of our wonderful community. That is definitely possible. Sometimes you deserved a little bit too much. And maybe, yeah. So we are sorry to see the game come to a close, and we are deeply grateful for all the support we have. I don't know where this came from, by the way. Maybe it's only in-game, because I couldn't find it on the Death Snacks webpage. So someone linked this for me in my Discord, but I don't know where it came from. But it's there. Obviously, it says the Final Phase Brave Exvius team at the bottom, so it's official. So, what do you guys think in the comment section down below? I want to see all of your guys' comments down below. I'll try and respond as much as I possibly can. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Just because Global's gone, I'm still going to be covering JP. So if you're a JP player, this has no impact on you. Names will be as normal. I'm still going to be covering Dokkan Battle. And Nikkei sometimes, and also Last Cloudia, of course. Anyways, and maybe pick up a new game in the place, but I don't know if I'm gonna go squeeze that in because I'm already extremely busy with my main job, so don't know if that's gonna happen. But maybe if it's an easy game to pick up, maybe. Anyways, appreciate you guys have been watching for the past few years. If you are ending watching me now, if you're unsubscribing now because Global's gone, that's okay. But I appreciate you hanging out with me all this time. Anyways. I don't really know how to end a video like this because it's kind of like earth-shattering, so I'm just gonna end it. If this is your last time watching, appreciate you. Like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, see you in the next video if I do see ya. Or if this is the last time, appreciate you. Peace.